Hello and welcome to MC Explains, an investor education initiative brought to you by Invesco Mutual Fund and moneycontrol.com. Today's subject of discussion needs your careful and dedicated attention. No matter how much we want things to be perfect and outcomes to work out as desired, sometimes there are grievances with how things are moving. Thankfully, where mutual fund investments are concerned, there is a clearly marked out grievance redressal system or process, and today that's what we will discuss. However, before we get to that process, let's talk about how you can take some precautions even before you start your investment. This is your hard-earned money which you're investing, and presumably for long-term wealth creation. Do not invest in mutual funds based on speculations, rumors, and informal advice or tips. It's imperative that you don't consider any kind of assured or promise of high indicative returns. Mutual fund investments are market linked, which means there will be daily change and returns will follow the market direction. Lastly, be careful to invest in your name through your bank account and ensure that the payments are made in the scheme directly and not to a third party. Similarly, funds redeemed should be received directly by you. Now for some checks before you begin. Any fund house you are transacting with must be registered with market regulator SEBI, and if you are unsure about this, please check the status on SEBI's website. If you are investing through an intermediary like a mutual fund distributor or on the advice of a financial or investment advisor, then be sure to check that they too are registered and qualified to give such advice and are regulated by SEBI. Fund houses will communicate regularly about schemes, their performance and holdings through fact sheets and other scheme documents. If you have doubts about where you are investing and the cost attached to that, please check the mutual fund monthly fact sheet. In fact, before investing, read the scheme information documents which specify the objective of the fund, its features, cost and the scope of investment, among other things. Every scheme will also display its risk level, and you can judge the suitability of the investment for yourself after referring to this risk metric either in the riskometer or the PRC matrix. All this information is available in the scheme documents of any schemes and the monthly fact sheet, which are both available on the websites of various mutual fund houses. It's also your responsibility to provide all information about yourself clearly. Things like bank account details, PAN, email, mobile number, etc. Make sure these are updated so that the fund house can connect with you. The fund house will also send you regular communication in the form of your account statement, which will have all details including the value of your investment and your interim transactions, if any. In case you have given an incorrect email or home address, you may not receive this, hence make sure that the details are correctly added by you. Even after you have made your investment, the fund house continues to communicate on important changes in the scheme, which you must keep yourself updated with. If you are doing all of the above that we have discussed and yet there is a grievance, then it is time to invoke the grievance redressal process. Following are the options through which you can get your grievances resolved. Get in touch with the mutual fund house about your grievance. You can call the Investor Service Center or write to Investor Relations Officer. The details are usually available in the scheme information document of any scheme or on the website of the mutual fund house. The scheme information document itself is available on the fund house's website. In case your grievance is unresolved after connecting with the designated officials from the fund house, you can lodge a complaint with SEBI under the SCORES portal. This is an online portal meant for complaint redressal. SEBI takes up the complaints registered here with the concerned mutual fund intermediary for timely redressal. Your complaint status can be tracked via the SCORES portal. If you're still unsatisfied, you can initiate dispute resolution through the online dispute resolution or ODR portal. However, investors may initiate dispute resolution through the ODR portal without having to go through the SCORES portal if the grievance lodged with the mutual fund house is not resolved satisfactorily. Alternatively, you can even send a physical complaint to SEBI at this address. The advantage of investing in regulated securities like mutual funds is the availability of a defined redressal process. But it's your duty as an investor to first ensure that you have done your part by giving the correct and accurate information about yourself and also have read the relevant information about the scheme and the fund house you wish to invest in. Hope this gives you the confidence you need to trust the mutual fund investment you're about to make. Keep watching MC Explains for more such informative videos on mutual funds.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.